I didn't have any money, so I downloaded a bunch of free books instead. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is April and today we're doing an ebook haul. And this is going to be not necessarily a stuff your Kindle day ebook haul because I really haven't done one of those yet. I don't know what's going on. I thought these came out every quarter. But there have been some smaller events like Stuff Your Ears with audiobooks just happened. I looked through all the books and I downloaded some more free ones because yeah, it just kind of satisfies my need to go shopping even when I don't want to spend any money. Plus I also, again, I love utilizing these types of days to find new authors that I might like and check out their stuff. So let's get into the haul. So in this haul, I have about 20 books. A lot of them are going to be fantasy, romance, some paranormal, I think, and then also a lot of historical romances. So I went hog wild on a lot of these. Let's start with the historical romances because I don't know, I'm almost in the mood for those. I do have a historical romance readathon coming up and I think I want to try some of these out for that readathon. So the first one I downloaded was Plucked by the Orc, and this is a Regency monster romance by Jenna Larkin. Don't know anything else about this book because literally you just said monster and Regency and I'm there. I have read some Monster Regency books before and I haven't entirely loved them, but I'm still looking for like my gem, you know what I'm saying? And this one just looks very floral, love the cover. Again, anytime you have a pretty cover, I have tunnel vision and I just need to download it. And then I downloaded An Indecent Invitation, and this is by Laura Trentham, and what it says was spies and lovers, and spies is another one of my things where I just like, I love historical romance spies. Oh, and this also had a warning that says, this book contains spies, scandals, naughty liaisons in houses of ill repute, men who think they know everything, and women who know they do not. Oh, Lily's father was a spy for the crown and he's been missing, so she's got to go find him. Oh, they knew each other as kids, or at least she was a kid. How old is he? I'm excited about this one. A lot of these I seriously downloaded just because of the titles and like the parentheses with their like the tropes that they're about. So then I have Annalise. This is by Carrie Lomax and it says a spicy enemies to lovers virginity auction Victorian romance. By day she's known as Lady Arrest, the scandalous procuress who caters to London's wealthiest, most powerful men. By night, she is Belladonna, proprietress of the most exclusive brothel in London. We love a good brothel. And then I downloaded Midnight Masquerade, which is by Hallie Larkin. And honestly, I downloaded this one for the cover as well because she kind of looks like a fairy, you know what I'm saying? Charmaine Brightly will soon lose her family's inheritance to a distant male cousin, so she figures it's time to make a practical match and marry. However, she runs a gaming hell for London society and donates all those winnings to the poor. And when she has a masquerade, a dashing new stranger appears and their mutual desire for each other catches fire. Yeah, this sounds really good. All the covers for this series are just gorgeous. Wow. And then I downloaded The Way She Ticks by Daria Vernon. I love Daria Vernon's books, so honestly, I just saw a Daria Vernon book and clicked download. Okay, I don't know what this book is about, but it says there's role play, sexy academia, and a happily for now. The next one I downloaded was The Shipwrecked Earl's Bride by Renee Dahlia. This one says there's a banished lord, he's trying to return home and he got shipwrecked off the coast of Spain and a fisherman's daughter rescues him. Now he has to get married and he really doesn't want to marry anyone his mother picks. So what better way to piss her off than marry a fisherman's daughter, especially since she's from a foreign country. I'm kind of loving that, honestly. The next one I downloaded is To Kiss an Outlaw, and this is by Cara Hogarth. And the reason why I downloaded this one, A, because the cover is really pretty, but also it says A Tale of Robin Hood. I just love a good Robin Hood. Love it. So we'll see how this one goes. Another historical romance that I downloaded was My Virtuous Duke, and this is by Tamara Gill. This was part of an anthology called I Like Big Dukes and I Cannot Lie. I need to find that anthology. This one sounds like the Duke needs a wife and he wants to win the heart of a debutante, so he asks his friend and closest confidant to help him. Oh, let me guess. They start to spark feelings for each other. Oh, I love it. And then I downloaded Rescued by the Pirate by Mary Lancaster. I think I have read one Mary Lancaster book before. It was okay. But you know what? You say anything with pirate in the title, I'm there. And then I have two more that I really know nothing about and want to go in blind with. This one is To Have a Highland Thief by Laurie Ann Bailey and The Maharaja's Daughters by Celeste Barclay. I have heard of those authors before, but I've never read books from them, and these both looked interesting and that they were a little bit short, so decided to just give them a try. Okay, those are all the historical romances that I downloaded. Let me tell you about the fantasy romances that I downloaded. One in particular I've been looking at for a long time and I really want to read it. This one's called One Little Nightmare and it's by Dawn Darling. This sounds very dark. Brooks wakes in an insane asylum with a broken wristwatch and no memories. He spends colorless days ignoring beautiful hallucinations and adrenaline-inducing nights fighting the monsters inside. But they're only the beginning after a mystery girl shrouded in secrets and painted with scars appears in the asylum. Brooks wakes from his vivid nightmare to discover that not all is as it seems. As plague looms and patients disappear, Brooks works against the clock to uncover the shattered pieces of his past, but what he finds may mean the downfall of Olympus. It does say this is for fans of Scarlett St. Clair, Raven Kennedy, Amber V. Nicole. It is a dark fantasy romance and has something to do with Greek gods. So this just sounds really cool. I love the whole insane asylum aspect of this and how maybe like he's not crazy. He's just has no memory of things. But yeah, it says definitely check trigger warnings. So this is definitely going to be dark. And then I downloaded A Daughter Forged in Fire, and this is by Jessica Lee. And the cover is gorgeous. However, what I downloaded it for was this is literally why I downloaded it. Okay, it just takes one little thing. It says it's the Chronicles of Tuatha. And what is that movie? Is it Willow? Tuatha, what is it? I think it's Willow, where I remember hearing that word and I'm just like, that sparked a memory and I needed to download this. So this is inspired by Celtic and Scottish mythology, and I'm not even going to begin to say the synopsis because it's very long and I'm probably going to get very confused, but I did want to try it because I do tend to like retellings of things and those kind of things, so might as well just try it out, right? It also says, again, perfect for fans of Sarah J. Maas, Carissa Broadbent, and Harper L. Woods. I kind of take those things with a grain of salt, but we're in the fantasy romance with fae territory. So we'll see what this one's about. The next one, it says, is from a debut novelist. And this one is Daughter of Light by C. Elizabeth Ward. So this takes place in a small town called Magnolia Falls. And our main character, Alana Knight, she had a tragedy when she was 16 and she's been fending for herself ever since then. So then she just packs up from Massachusetts, goes to this place called Magnolia Falls, where she discovers secrets about her past and her world is turned upside down. This is like a YA to new adult urban fantasy romance, maybe? Is it a romance at all? But it does have like themes of self-discovery. It does say slow burn romance that builds from sweet to steamy. So, fierce women sounded kind of cool and I love the cover. So I'm assuming it's gonna be like paranormal because of the eyes on the cover. Like, those are wolves, right? Right? There's gonna be some kind of werewolf thing happening here. Wolf shifters, okay? That's what I'm guessing anyways. This next one is by R.A. Moreau. I think I have another book in this series. If not this series, it's another book from this author. This one though is called The Fall of Souls, and this said it was a reimagined storytelling of Nubian gods and goddesses, and it's a one-of-a-kind adult fantasy romance filled with passion, secrets, and betrayal. I don't think I've ever read anything about Nubian gods and goddesses. I'm not too sure. I'm seeing things like when a handsome man rescues her from demons hell-bent on dragging her to the pit. Very interesting. And then I downloaded Plots, Schemes, and Scandalous Means, and this is by Becca Fogg. This synopsis was very short and it made me very curious. It says, the guillotine doesn't care whose neck rests on its block. 4 worlds collide in this 18 and over fantasy romance novel. In a realm on the brink of collapse, the thief is the queen's sword and shield to protect her from her enemies. The rabble is a revolutionary serving the duke's desire to overthrow his betrothed. When the thief and the rabble intersect on equal opposite missions, the result is an outcome no one anticipated. Let me guess. They fall in love. Oh, there's like 4 characters. So the thief, the rabble, the queen, and the duke. Court intrigue, spicy enemies to lovers, enemies with benefits. Is that one of my newest favorite tropes? I don't know. I definitely will have to read this one. And then I downloaded A Conduit of Light, and this is by Chelsea Ann Tompkins. Again, I know nothing about it, but I just liked the cover. It says, this is multi-POV romantic fantasy, enchanting magic, very little violence. I mean, not like I need violence, but... Ooh, Ashara has never wanted to train her magic in Felgrand Forest, but when a deadly disease courses through her city, she's forced to do just that, becoming the payment for the cure. I thought this was about witches, but maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's just about magic. Well, there you go. If you want a fantasy romance with a little bit less spice than what I usually read, that could probably be for you. And then we have V for Vampire Hunter. This is by Brianna West. It's been a while since I read a good vampire hunter, paranormal romance. Oh, it says one new to love vampire hunter, and then it says several supernatural hotties who want to do more than just train her. Why is that like the thing that gets me going? Why choose? Why choose? I'm laughing at the synopsis because it is so Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It says, I'm V. I was raised to be a kick-butt huntress of evil. My werewolf boyfriend. I can't. This is definitely one of those fun ones that I'm not going to take too seriously, but that I'm probably going to really enjoy. And then the last book I have in this ebook haul is called Shade of a Blood Moon. This is a dark vampire romance, and this is by D.L. Blade. This is hitting all the tropes, Paranormal enemies to lovers, jealous, possessive, morally gray men, close proximity, touch her and die, kidnapping, and lots of banter. It's just dark and spicy, which is definitely right up my alley. So those are all the books I downloaded for free on Kindle lately. Honestly, you can download free books any day of the week. If you go to Kindle right now, you could just type in free romance books and I bet you a ton will come up, and then you could search by your favorite subgenre. As always, thank you for watching and have a wonderful day. Bye. Brooks wakes in an assailant. Brooks wakes in an assailant. Brooks wakes in an assailant asylum. Again, more words that my mouth cannot say.